Good morning, everybody. We have our next tropical depression. It's actually a subtropical depression, number 17. It's something we've been talking about for several days now. It's this area right here, just north of Puerto Rico, showing some signs of development yesterday, more so last night, and this morning it has become the 17th tropical cyclone of the Atlantic hurricane season this year. Subtropical storms are a little different from tropical storms in that their structure is a little different. They have more of a dry center instead of that tight concentration of showers and thunderstorms in the center. And most of the time they develop outside of the tropics, south of the Tropic of Cancer. Let me zoom in a little bit here and I'll show you a better view of it. There you see it. And normally when you see a tropical cyclone, you see a heavy concentration of showers and thunderstorms right in the middle. You notice there's kind of a dry slot right in the middle here. So there's a structural difference between subtropical and tropical storms. But here's the latest on subtropical depression number 17. I know this graphic says tropical, but the National Hurricane Center is calling it subtropical, the center of which is at 22.2 north and 67.0 west, moving to the northwest at 8 miles per hour, winds at 35. The forecast track is very favorable for us. It makes a quick turn to the northeast here over the next couple of days, and then just makes its way out into the Atlantic, what we call a fish storm. Not really bothering anybody but the fish as it makes its way out toward the North Atlantic and will eventually die in what we call the hurricane graveyard up here in the very chilly waters of the North Atlantic. So, its effects on us, really none at all. Could we see a few swells maybe from it? Possibly as we get into the latter part of the weekend next weekend. But other than that, we aren't really going to notice it's out there unless we show it to you on the satellite picture. Now, if the track changes at all, we will keep you up to date immediately. Now, let me show you what's happening on Live Viper 5 HD so far today. Vero Beach at 77 degrees, Riviera Beach at 77 degrees. Winds already at 11 miles per hour. It's been a windy overnight, a windy morning as well. Northeasterly winds at 6 in Fort Pierce and a 6-mile-per-hour wind in Belglade right now. So in some spots, the winds are a little bit calmer. 77 in Vero, 75 Sebastian, 67 in Okeechobee, and about 69 at Port St. Lucie. Actually, 67 right around the northern part of the lake there, but 66 in Okeechobee. 81 Boynton Beach, 79 in Boca Raton. Not too much has changed overnight. A lot of dry air continues to move in. Here's the water vapor imagery, and you can see all that dry air in red right here, right over top of us. That's really suppressing our rainfall chances, keeping a lot of sunshine around, but there's a very tight pressure gradient between this front that's keeping all this moisture down here over the Bahamas and some high pressure to our north. So that's creating these very windy conditions that aren't going to end today. Maybe tomorrow we'll start to see winds calm down a bit, and then temperatures will cool down overnight tomorrow night and into Friday. But in the meantime, here are our rainfall chances for the day. Just a slight chance for an isolated shower or two coming pretty close to the coast. Other than that, no really good chances for rain. Today, partly cloudy skies, highs in the low 80s, windy, gusty, slightly cooler than yesterday. Overnight tonight, upper 60s to around 70 along the coast. If winds were lighter, we would get cooler faster along the coast. Inland, we're going to see low 60s and maybe a few upper 50s around the northern parts of Lake Okeechobee. Here's the 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, highs again in the low to mid 80s. And I think tomorrow night, as winds calm down, we will tiptoe into the 60s everywhere across South Florida. That's